Have you ever wondered about beginner's luck? Why it's so easy the first time but gets progressively worse as we try to repeat the task? Professor Jonathan Schooler had become a bit of a rock star in the world of science in his work concerning language and memory when he discovered something disturbing, something he calls the decline effect, or what we might casually call the phenomena of beginner's luck. We spoke about it at the IONS conference in San Francisco.
As a graduate student, I discovered a phenomenon that I was really excited about. It's a very simple phenomenon, really. We had individuals view a videotape of a bank robbery, and then some people described it in as much detail as possible, and others engaged in some unrelated tasks, such as naming states. And then we gave them a lineup. And the simple question was, what's the effect of describing the appearance of a previously seen face on people's ability to recognize it? And you might think that this would be helpful. It's, after all, verbal rehearsal. But interestingly, we found that describing a face actually interfered with people's later ability to recognize it. And this basic effect I was able to replicate a number of times, and this was my dissertation, and it got published in a good journal, and I was really excited. I thought, this is just going to be a cakewalk. I'm going to just do this again and again, all sorts of different ways. And I was able to get the effect subsequently, but never to the same degree. And in fact, the more times I tried to get it, the smaller the effect was. And so here it was, this really exciting effect, and I just sort of watched it gradually shrink down.
Yeah, and so that brought about another question that you had to, I guess you couldn't be satisfied with continuing that until you answered the next question. And you've been trying to answer that question for how long now?
Well, I actually, after that, I first just sort of ignored it a little bit, and I thought, well, I'll just try it in other areas. And so I tried it in color, and I tried it with taste, all sorts of different things where people describe it and then look at the effect of describing versus not. And in each one of these cases, when I first tried a new domain, it would work great, and then that would go away. And it was one of these hard things to really sort of come to terms with the fact that somehow everything I was trying was working and then not working. But eventually, I started becoming interested in that fact, in the fact that there was something weird going on here where the effects that I were getting were going down.
There's a wonderful moment in the conversation where we look at the universal principle at work here. For the full-length interview, go to cmn.tv.